Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. This is Altcoin Era and this is your boy Ahmed. And today we're going to be looking at crypto and we're going to see where the charts will take us. So let's begin. I believe altcoin season has already begun. I'll tell you why. This is the crypto market excluding BTC and ETH. This is the 1 week chart. Now if you look closely, previously what happened? We had a massive altcoin season. We got to a whopping 365 billion. We made a massive drawdown and then we made a dead cat bounce. We hit this resistance and we came back down. Furthermore, we went back again, made another dead cat bounce and hit this resistance. Subsequently, after the pandemic, we made a massive pump and we got to a whopping 1.14 trillion. And the rest is history. As you can see, we made a drawdown, started the bear market, a very brutal bear market. So let's compare the two cycles. We had a bull market here and we had a bull market here. Then we had a bear market right here, followed by a bear market right here. We had a dead cat bounce right here, hit this resistance, came back down. Same thing. Dead cat bounce, hit this resistance, same thing. And then we had another drawdown and we have another drawdown, followed by another dead cat bounce. We had a drawdown right here and a drawdown right here, followed by a dead cat bounce. As you can see, also same thing. Small dead cat bounce. And then we had the COVID lows right here, but we didn't have a COVID low right here. Of course, there is no pandemic. And then this was the start of the bull market. Likewise, this was the start of the bull market, ladies and gentlemen. So as you can see, it's a carbon copy. But the difference between this cycle and the previous cycle had more volatility, whereas this cycle has less volatility. The main reason is because the market cap is much bigger, whereas the market cap here was tiny. It was only at its peak 364 billion, and at the lower range it was 33 billion, whereas here the higher range it was 1.1 trillion US dollars. And at the bear market, at the very lowest, it was 236 billion. Now let's measure from peak to peak. So from peak to peak was 236%. It 2x'd, almost 3x'd. Now let's look at where we could possibly head to next. So from peak to peak, 236% will get us a valuation of 3.79 trillion US dollars. I believe we can get to 4 trillion US dollars this bull run. Here is a chart from 2018 to 2025. We had a year of accumulation and then a retest period, followed by altcoin season. This gray area is accumulation range. This yellow area is a retest, just to confirm that we are just in spring, and then followed by altcoin season. Likewise, in 2022, we had an accumulation phase of a lifetime. You will never ever see prices this low ever again. Then you have a retest period, just to confirm that we have left the bear market. Just to confirm we have left the accumulation phase. As we're speaking right now, we're in altcoin season, ladies and gentlemen. This right now, as we're speaking, as of today, the 26th of February 2024 is altcoin season. Now, if you don't believe me and you're not convinced, let's look at another chart. This is the Ethereum BTC chart. This is the 1 week chart on Binance. Now, as you can see, we have just broken out this trend line. The trend line started from September, the 5th of September 2022, and we just broke out on Monday, the 19th of February. This is very, very, very bullish. We haven't done that at all. We haven't even broken out of this trend line. So that means BTC has topped. Not only has BTC dominance topped, but Ethereum has made finally a bottom. I know where we're heading to next. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be right up here. This is where we're heading to next. The 0.08 mark. Altcoin season is already here, ladies and gentlemen. You can believe it or not. This moment is what we've all been waiting for. This moment right here. This is the total market cap excluding the top 10. Now this is very, very important to notice. Same thing happened here. We had a massive bull run from here all the way to here. Then we had a bear market. As you can see, bear market, we had a double bottom. So we formed one bottom here and another bottom here. Same thing, double bottom. As you can see, let me zoom in. We made a double bottom from here to here. And now it's a bull market. My ultimate target for others is finding the difference between here. From peak to peak, it's 580%. So that's a 5x. Previously, it was at 480 billion. So from here to here, give or take 580% will be worth 3 trillion US dollars. This is the BTC dominance on the weekly. We've broken this trend line and we haven't gone back onto this trend line. So therefore, I think we're going to head lower and we're going to hit 49%, followed by 46.8%. And ultimately, this massive support line of 39.92%. The BTC dominance, I believe, is heading to 23. When the S&P 500 is higher both in January and February, did you know that the next 12 months have been higher 27 out of 28 times since 1950s? Average return is 14.8%. Now, we haven't closed February on the S&P 500, but we're literally 3 days away. And the S&P is about to close on February a whopping 4.57%. In January, it closed 2.13%. This is the monthly for the S&P 500. My next target is 5,000 US dollars. Then ultimately, I think we're heading to a whopping 7,000. The only drawdown I think is going to happen is in May, when the Federal Reserve start to cut interest rates. I believe in May, that's the time that they're going to start cutting interest rates. May the 1st, May the 10th, around that time. And I think it's going to follow the similar cycle as last year. This is the gold chart, and I believe that there is a correlation between gold and BTC. I think BTC is emulating gold, to the T. I believe that this ETF is going to cause BTC to become a super cycle. We're going to have a super cycle this year. I think institutions are going to continue buying more and more and more. Today, BlackRock has bought 1.1 billion US dollars of Bitcoin. Just today, as we speak, BlackRock has bought 1 billion BTC. This chart, ladies and gentlemen, is the average annual gold price. The data is from 1850 to 2022. The data was gathered by Bitwise Asset Management in 2023. As you can see on this diagram, the first US gold ETF was announced in November 2004. Subsequently, we had a massive bull market. I personally believe BTC is going to have a super cycle. Now, I might be wrong. I've been wrong many times. But this time, it might be just different. Reddit discloses BTC and Ether holdings in IPO filing. The company also acquired Ether, Polygon as a form of payment for sales of certain virtual goods. Reddit said it has invested some of its excess cash in Bitcoin and Ether, and it also acquired Polygon Matic. Now, the point I'm trying to make here is that crypto has transcended retail. Companies are starting to buy and acquire crypto. The only reason we found out Reddit had BTC, ETH, and Matic was because it was listing an IPO. And IPOs have to declare legally everything they hold, everything they invest, literally everything. So imagine how many companies, private companies, are holding Bitcoin, holding Ethereum, holding Solana, ADA, Matic, AVAX, XRP. I guarantee you there are so many private companies buying crypto, but we're just not aware of it. We're told it's only crypto, it's only retail that are buying, it's only dumb money that is buying. No, businesses are buying crypto. BTC price targets currently at $54,379.26. This is the monthly chart. As you can see, this is the Binance chart, and we have from wick to this trend line 24%. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 24% away from all-time highs. Now, congratulations for everyone that weathered the storm. Congratulations. This is the monthly chart, and as you can see, we're making a massive ascending triangle, and we're going to soon break out. I believe we're going to hit resistance for a while at 69k. My medium target is 70,000 US dollars. If I measure the very top all the way to the very bottom right here, and we see a breakout, we could get to the 300,000 mark. Let's do some dubious speculation. So this is the previous cycle, and if I do an ascending triangle from here to here, what do we get? Wait for it. We get a whopping 69,000. Imagine one BTC is worth 300,000 US dollars. This, bear in mind, is dubious speculation. Don't go to the bank with this and say, Mr. Banker, I need a loan of 50,000 because altcoin era told me we're heading to 300,000. Price targets. We broke 54,000 US dollars. As you know, previously, we were consolidating around this tight range. Volatility was very, very low. Let me show you. As you can see, volatility was going down and the price was stagnant. It got to 1.51% mark. And finally, we have broken out of that sluggish, horrible area that we were in, stuck for a very long time. Well, it seemed like a very long time. And now we're heading up higher. It looks like the next resistance is 55,000. And then we're heading to 60,000 right here. And then finally, my next target is 69,000 US dollars. I understand that we haven't made a considerable drawdown. And a lot of folks are saying that the indicators are showing a bearish divergence, that the RSI is showing a bearish divergence on the weekly, such and such. But in moments when there's mania, these indicators are lagging. We're going to wait for the candle close. If this closes above 53,000, I think it's not a fake out, and go and tackle the 55k mark. If we don't hold, this is just a fake out. Then we're going to come back and continue to consolidate along this range. Ethereum price targets currently at $3,182.40. I feel like I'm a broken clock at the moment. I told you again and again and again about Ethereum. Some of my private members have made exceptional gains. Ethereum was in a struggle street for a very, very long time. It was in struggle street. And I said, when everyone was bearish about Ethereum, I said ETH will outperform. This is the moment it's going to shine. I think we're heading to 3,500 and then we're heading to 4,000 US dollars. I'm extremely bullish on Ethereum, and I think Ethereum's going to cause an altcoin season. Solana price targets currently at $108.89. We've successfully bounced on my trend line and we've made a massive 5.39% pump. My next target is $114, and then ultimately my next target is $126. Solana is doing perfectly fine. Solana is doing well at the moment, and it's still the gift that keeps giving. Solana should be on everyone's portfolio. Ideally, that's what I believe. Solana is very, very good, and the narrative is very, very strong. Arbitrum currently at $1.94. At the moment, it's just consolidating around this range, around $1.68 to $2. It's been consolidating here for a while. Let me see how many bars. It's been consolidating for 63 bars. So literally 63 days it's consolidated. It's consolidated around this range. What I want to see is for Arbitrum to break out this resistance of $2 and then attack the all-time previous high of $2.43. Arbitrum is a beta play to Ethereum. Beta just means it's like a 10x play to Ethereum. So imagine Ethereum goes up 5%, Arbitrum technically should go up 50%. ADA price targets currently at 61 cents. It's done a monumentous run at the moment, made a drawdown, hit my support, and it's gone off to the races. The next resistance is at 63 cents, and then it's clear skies to 74 cents. I want to show you ADA on the monthly, on the log chart. As you can see here, we made a double bottom. So we made a bottom here at the first bear market, and then we made another bottom on a dead cat bounce. Likewise, same thing goes for ADA. We made an initial bottom here, made a dead cat bounce, and then we made another double bottom. Now in crypto, one of the biggest signs of a reversal, is a double bottom. There is nothing more bullish than finding a double bottom. And I bought, I'm not kidding, I'm not lying, wallahi, I bought at 29 cents. I bought at 29 cents because I saw the double bottom. Markets and psychology go hand in hand sometimes. Look how similar this cycle right on top of here looks very similar to this cycle. It looks almost identical. But the difference is this cycle was slightly more lengthier than the previous cycle. And last but not least, our favorite mint coin rolled to 1,000x. Currently at 64 cents. As I said earlier, I said this previously, we're going to move sideways for a while, which is a positive sign. We're not losing money, nor are we gaining money. So it's just moving sideways. On a positive note, we are making higher lows. So as you can see here, we made one initial low of 50 cents, and then we made another higher low of exactly 55 cents. I think we're going to attack this trend line once again, and hopefully this time we can break above it. We hit this trend line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. And the rule of thumb is the more times a candlestick hits resistance, the more weaker the resistance becomes, and vice versa. Support is the same thing. So the more times a support is tested, the more times it becomes weaker. So ultimately, I think this time we're going to break 76 cents. So the next time we need to hold convincingly above 76 cents. And once we do that, I think we can easily get to $1. I'm surprised we haven't got there yet, to be fair. I think mint layer is highly undervalued, and the market will realize that side chains are needed for BTC. BTC is now trying to expand into smart contracts, starting to understand the importance of DeFi. Don't give up. This project is going higher than anyone anticipated. So bear in mind, have patience, and stick to the plan. Anyway, guys, it's been a long night. I'll speak to you soon. I'll see you soon. This is your boy Ahmed from Altcoin Era. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and wherever you are, good morning, good evening, good night. Peace.